All right, thank you. So I'm going to call the meeting to order at 7:03 p.m. And we are going to ask Lori Travato to be our secretary for the evening. And the next item of business is approval of minutes from the March 22nd the March 8th Ag Committee minutes, which were in the packet. If anyone needs a minute to review those, please go ahead and do so now. And then whenever anyone's ready, we can do a motion to accept. Anyone want to? Oh, Melissa, was that you? Did you want to make a motion?
I'm still trying to find them in the email.
Oh,
There they are. I can't even remember if I went to that meeting or not.
it's okay. You didn't need to be there to make the motion.
Okay.
I can move to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Diane. Is there a second?
I second that motion.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye, or you can raise a hand in front of your screen, except
Aye.
I don't want to see.
Aye.
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 All right, any opposed, nay? Motion passes. We now have an opportunity for public comment. Do we have any public comments tonight? Okay, old business, communications and outreach initiatives. What? Oh, that's Joe Emenheiser. I think he was trying to join from his work laptop and his phone one, whichever one would connect happier, I'm assuming. Old business, we have the communication and outreach initiative. We have the plan draft, which is in the packet. We have been working through this, and honestly, I have to say, I do not go on social media enough to know. Jennifer, is stuff going up on the?
Yes.
Okay.
Margaret is doing a great job, as is Alyssa. And Lori, I don't know, I think Margaret might have reached out to you about the possibility of having your students write one article a month. And then also, if you're willing, we thought it would be a great way to work with the Senior Center, because they're always looking for content for their Senior Sparks newsletter. So it would be great to kind of do, follow the theme that is outlined in our communication strategy. Have your students write a very brief article and maybe like a seasonal recipe, and then we could market that as Ag Committee and Taste of Mansfield. Would that be something that your students would be?
There's definitely some SAE students that are doing food related SAEs this coming year, moving forward for 2022-23. And I know some of them are working on recipes. So I did see in the packet, like for June, they wanted like a strawberry, a berry, how to preserve your berries all year type of thing. So it's definitely something that I think that potentially could be in the cards for the kids, because I have some students that are working toward food related items. So I will definitely, I don't have anybody that right now will commit 100%, but that's definitely a possibility. I have a junior right now that's going to be a senior that loves to write. That student wrote the last article that we had. So if it can be something that we can piggyback on, then and I can get some, some buy-in from the students, it's definitely a possibility.
That'd be great. It's really nice to have your students' voice as part of all of this. I think people really appreciate hearing from them, and also, yeah, I think it's great. Everyone was thrilled to have them be a part of that.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Hmm.
I will let them know that the two different people that had written. So I'll definitely let them know about that. And
Jennifer, related to this and Diane's question or comment, do we have a sense of count on how many people actually, how many hits we get or whatever the right term is?
You had asked that question before. We can track that, in terms of our, are you looking at?
So in other words, we don't really know. I mean, that's fine. I just want to know if we do know.
We can
The
find-
only reason I'm
We can
asking,
find out, and we are
Okay.
tracking it. I don't know off the top of my head right now.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just wanting to make sure that it's worthwhile. That's all.
Yep. I mean, like Margaret can look at how many engagements we've had with our Facebook posts,
cool.
things like that. I do think a lot of, because it's going right on the Town of Mansfield webpage, so I think
Uh-huh.
it's worthwhile.
Okay, good enough. Thanks.
Anything else from you on the communication initiatives, Jennifer?
Nope.
I was gonna ask, and Chris, I was originally gonna ask you, but if you want to say no, that's perfectly fine. But the Mansfield Connections, the next deadline is May 25th. And I was thinking it would be nice for that forest event you did to do a short write-up. It's like 400 or 500 words max for that on managing forest land, just covering some of the key points. But if you want to do that for a later issue too, that's fine. If somebody's interested in writing something for the May, well, it'll be the July issue, but for the May deadline, we would be more than happy to have somebody else write one for the next, or, the June deadline or July deadline, if that's easier for anyone. If not, I've got some more stuff I can churn out, but
Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do right now, but I'll start working on something. I don't know how fast I'll finish it off.
yeah, just put it on your list. And even if you want to do it this summer or whatever, they've got a deadline every month, so it can be anytime. And the same for anybody have ideas for content that could go in there, just let me know and we can, I'll get you in touch with Kathy.
Okay.
which magazine is it?
It's
Magazine
the
is it?
Mansfield Connections. It's the one that Best Version Media does, and they put it in everybody's, for all residents' mailbox once a month. It's usually got
Oh, yes.
a feature of some member of town, and
Oh, the last one had an artist on the front. Yes, I remember.
yeah,
that. Yep.
Shauna Shane, yeah.
Yeah. Got you. Okay.
And Lori, same thing with, if your students want to write something longer, we can, or something different, we can put some of those, direct those that direct way too. They would love to see the student voice in there too, I'm sure.
Okay.
So anything else from anyone on communications? Joe and Diane, just to catch you both up to, I have a meeting at 8 and Chris has house guests, so we're trying to stay on a real, and Joe, I'm sure you have bedtime, and Diane, I'm sure you have other things you can do. Well, not Joe's bedtime, but his small child's. But yeah, so that's why we're running a tighter schedule today, is everyone's got other things going on. All right, so Farmers Forum debrief. Thank you all. That, I thought it went really well. There's a link there to the email with all the resources we discussed that night that Jennifer sent out to, that go to all of our attendees plus.
It went to everyone I invited as well.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. So feedback, thoughts, plan another one next year. Anyone have anything they wanted to talk about here?
I just have share the positive. I, got to talk to people that I didn't really know, and it was nice to have that, sort of that collaboration of just ideas and thoughts. And we kind of got kicked out, which was good. Not kicked out, but like, hey, we're closing the lights down. So it was nice. It was really nice. and the milk was really good, and so was the treats. So thank you.
It's good when you close the library down.
Right? I mean, the library is a partying place. It was great.
Anybody else have thoughts they want to? I also echo that, Lori. There was a people there that I met for the first time, and I really enjoyed that. Other thoughts?
I thought it was great. I'm sorry that I couldn't stay. I had another meeting that I had to run to. But definitely something that I hope can happen again. And I have a whole lot more perspective now on what it was and what it entailed, as far as calling and inviting people and, trying to convince them that it's worth their time. I could buy into that now.
It is hard to recruit people for an event that you've never seen in person or never heard of until a couple months ago. That's very
Yeah.
valid.
Thank you all for the calls. We did really bombard them. They got a couple emails. They got a hard copy of the mailing. They got phone calls. So I'm sure they felt very welcome.
Well, and they know we're trying.
Right.
Anything else on Farmers Forum? I think we should do it again next year. The timing seems well before it gets too far along in planting season, and yeah. All right. Oh, Chris, yeah,
No, I was just moving my hand, but I agree. We should do it again next year.
okay. New business, Walktober event. So here's another one that most of you probably aren't familiar with, but y'all probably have heard of Walktober, the Last Green Valley. They have a ton of events throughout all of the towns in the Last Green Valley. And in the past, both Susan Mitchell hosted when she had Cloverleaf Farm here in town, and Brian Kilbania has hosted. We had an agriculture committee sponsored Walktober event. And so it's something we've talked about bringing back. Jennifer, you want to add in any more details to that?
I mean, we're always looking for content, as it would be something like a walk or a talk that we would co-promote with Walktober. So it can be very something similar to like what Chris did. And I didn't add to the agenda, but it would be great to hear how your thing went, Chris. But yeah. So I put it
Well,
out
I'll
there.
answer both of those things quickly to say, when the people who were there were very pleased that they came, and very thankful, and felt like they'd gotten a lot out of it, which was nice for Lynn and me to hear. And I'd be happy to do it again as a joint enterprise for the Ag Committee and for the whatever it's called, the Great Green Valley.
Last year.
Green
How
Valley.
many people attended?
There were only 4.
So the 4, because I had were they the 4 people who registered?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, yeah, because I had only had 4 people registered.
I think
And
2 of them registered. I don't think 2 of them did because they had talked directly to me.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's the thing. With Walktober, you get a lot more a lot more
Right.
play.
We have done that in the past.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know, Lynn has done it. I haven't done it.
you can get like 4 people, or you can get a lot of people.
Right.
So
Anyway, so you can definitely put us on the list again.
thank you. We'll do that. We'll coordinate a time. I'll just recycle the write up and we'll coordinate a time.
Yeah. Yep.
The other one, Jennifer, is it's our farm's 250th anniversary, and I know we've talked about doing one. I'll bring it back up and see if we're getting closer to finishing projects we want finished to have people come visit, but we'll see if maybe we can, go up to the top of the hill or something like that. I'll let you know if we can do that, but
That deadline comes up pretty quickly. So
what is it?
I don't know, but it sneaks right up on you. So it's coming soon, I'm sure.
Okay, I'll try and do that in between meetings tonight. Get that one started. Reports from members. So I was going to ask for a report from Chris here. So thank you, Chris. And we really appreciate you doing that. It sounds like, and doing it again. Are there other reports from members? Okay, that was an easy one. Communications, new Mansfield Grown brochure. I will let Jennifer take this one away.
So it's, I attached a link. Actually, it is, the one that I attached is a very large PDF, so it takes a while to load. So I have worked with the person who did the brochure just sent me a smaller version so that I can post that on the web. So yeah, it's at the printer now and it will go to print and we'll have our copies, and then I'm hoping that you all can assist in distributing it at the adventure park, through EO Smith, through Yukon Extension, through your farm, Diane, at the farmer's market, just to kind of, it's no good if it sits in my office. So
I think we can, well, when I pick up extensions, I could take some to Tri-County Greenhouse and
Yep.
Thompson's and them too, so. Yeah, all right, excellent. Well, thank you for all your work on that, because I know it was a lot of hurting people.
it's hurting cats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to get all of the details in place so that it could be updated. So thank you for staying with it and getting that done. Any
Jennifer,
other?
how do we pick them up? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Lori, it's good.
When they're ready, I will let you know. And I'm right at the town hall, and so I can leave some out in front of my office, and I'll send out an email.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Future meeting agendas. Anyone have anything they want us to cover at those or to include?
Your next meeting is in July, so
I have one thing that we could just think of for next year. Like the town meeting is also right now,
yeah.
and I guess it's always the second Tuesday of May.
And that's my mistake. I apologize.
Oh yeah, whatever. Yeah, but I'm just saying it now because it's relevant.
Yeah,
If we,
yeah.
think about that for next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we should probably move our May one, just, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other things you want on the future meeting agendas from anyone, Jennifer?
Not on future meeting agendas. I just have one quick thing before we adjourn.
Okay,
Jennifer, what's the July date?
The July date is the second Tuesday.
Oh, okay,
so-
sorry. Okay, I can figure that out.
Yeah,
Sorry.
July 12th. So let me know if we have agendas. I mean, that's one that I know everyone is really busy. There could be possible vacations, so we could possibly cancel that meeting if need be. I did want to let you know that Linda Painter from our office is moving to North Carolina, and she's taking a new job down there. So I'm going to be taking over a little bit just until we find her replacement. I'll be doing a lot more planning stuff. So I'm going to be super busy this summer. And yeah, she's got we're going to miss her a lot, but I did want to let you folks know, because I know Chris and Diane and most of you know who Linda Painter is, but yeah, she's a big force in our town, and she's added a lot. So
for her, but bad for us.
I
Yeah.
know.
When does she actually leave?
June 3rd.
Okay.
If we have nothing really lined up for a July meeting, and you're going to be super busy, Jen, like, do we just want to cancel that now?
Well, let's keep it on the books, and if there's
Okay.
an application or something like that, then we have it, but then we can just go ahead and cancel it. But right now, I'm not seeing any pressing agenda items that need to be handled right now.
Okay.
Unless you do.
I think we all put our heads down and go to work in the summer, so if everyone needs to do that, it'll be okay. But yeah, it's easier to keep it and cancel it later than to go through the process of getting a special meeting, and then we have to stick really tight to the agenda and everything too. So anything else? I would entertain a motion to adjourn. This is like a new record for us.
Move
at
we,
20 minutes.
Joe second.
All right, we got a motion from Chris and a second from Joe. Is there any discussion or objections to that? All those
I
in
think it's a-
favor signify by saying aye or raise a hand up.
aye.
Bye.
Any opposed, nay? Great, motion passes, meeting adjourned at 7:23, and everyone on to your next thing or over to the town meeting.
Yes, you
Thank you
still have time
very
to vote.
much.
Thank you all. Feel better, Chris.
Yes, take
Thank
care.
you.